What about kids? Is that something for the future? Will and I talked about it as well, and he was talking about a future of kids with his partner. Is that something you think about?
It is. I love kids. I got a lot of little cousins, a couple of godchildren. They're always over the house. My little cousin is, I say little, he's 13, 14 now. He was staying over the other night. And I got a barbecue on Sunday because on Saturday I'll referee my 150th Pro 12 game in the Millennium Stadium, and then have a bit of celebration because it's a bit of a milestone really, on refereeing. So on Sunday I have a barbecue and all the family, my friends and stuff will be there, and they'll all have kids, my little cousins and stuff. So family is hugely important to me. It is the most important thing, and I love it when the kids come around. Some of them are 17, 18, 19 now, and they still come over and stuff like that. They don't stay over now because at 19 they want to go home and do different things. But family is hugely important to me. And a lot of people tell me, Glenn Jackson, a great friend of mine, a great referee as well, ex-player, played for Saracens and started refereeing when he finished playing professional rugby. And his kids were in the World Cup, and I used to spend time playing games with his kids and stuff like that. And I remember he telling me in the World Cup, he said, "When are you going to have kids?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm not going to have kids." He said, "You should, because the kids will be very, very lucky to have you as a father, And if I don't think I'll have kids, and that'll probably be one of my biggest regrets. I think. In an ideal world, I was brought up by a mum and dad, and in an ideal world, I think it's important that a kid, a boy or a girl, has a mum and a dad. I think that's important. But then, even if it's two dads, even if it's two mums, as long as they're brought up in a living home and they are cared and loved for and kept safe, that's what's the most important thing. That's what matters most. And I honestly, at 45 years of age, when I finish refereeing in another 3 years, maybe 4, probably 3 years, end of the season 2020, I'll be 48 going on 49. Will I have kids? I probably won't, but you never say never. And that is the little thing that still, from time to time, worries me a little bit and gets me down a little bit from time to time, that I have no children to pass things on to, to pass those memories on. I have family and cousins and things, but I don't have my own kids. I'm the only child. When my dad passes away, and I hope, for God's sake, it won't be for a long time, but when he's 81 years of age now, when he passes away, it'll just be me, really, in one sense of that immediate family, if you know what I mean. And then, if my partner's not about when he's away and stuff, when I go to bed at night and I switch that light off, sometimes it becomes very lonely. Or when I'm away in the world somewhere refereeing, sometimes you feel very lonely. And I do sometimes worry that when I get older and become an old man, that I won't have kids to look after me, or I won't have grandchildren to look after or take to the park, like I had growing up. And that does worry me a bit, I guess.
So sort it out, Nigel, and have those kids. I'm 45. I just had my first son last year. I waited so long. I had all the excuses in the world. Couldn't handle the responsibility. I was going to be a bachelor for life, and I can't believe I almost missed this adventure. So
maybe it is. Maybe it is an excuse, and maybe who knows? Maybe I will.
And 48, 49, 50. And again, male, female parents, like love is what's missing in so many homes.
No, you're right. That is the most important thing. Whether it's, I was brought up with a mum and dad, and if I was to be brought up again, I'd want to be brought up by a mum and dad again. But also as well, there is nothing wrong whatsoever in being brought up by two dads or by two mums, as long as that kid is cared and loved for. And that, I think, is, as I said, is the most important thing.
Yeah, and so many options these days with surrogates or even adoption. I mean, there's children out there that aren't being loved. And then you've got someone like you that wants to love children. So
when Glenn Jackson told me that in the World Cup, I I did, I had a tear in my eye, and I thought, it's a very, very wonderful thing to say, really. And who knows?
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.